Hi, Cancers. This is Perstephane Rose, and this is for the week of March 30th through April 5th for my Cancers. Time's flying when we're having fun. Okay, Cancers, right off the bat, the things they want to actually talk to you about is it does show me do not get yourself up on a high pedestal this week. It looks like that you actually, and this, I'm not saying you guys do this all the time, but they show me someone standing up on the top shelf or up on the top balcony looking down at people and judging people's outfits. They're showing me don't do that. Don't judge other people's skill sets. Don't judge other people's way of living. Don't judge other people's way they dress or their appearance or their lifestyle based on just what your choices are. They show me that is not the energy you want to utilize this week. They show me it's not productive and it won't be useful for you. You also have a very high chance of being very isolated. You will lose some friends if you do that, okay? For my Cancers. What else for my Cancers? Okay, Cancers, it does show me that you actually need to sit down and have a realistic conversation with yourself. Not with someone else. I know, Cancers, you like to bounce ideas off other people, and that's totally fine. But they show me this is inner work. This is inner suggestions, inner ideas that you need to focus on yourself. So they show me if you need to sit down and just have one night where you sit around and you're like, what is it exactly I'm trying to achieve here? What is it I want to do? They're showing me then do that, okay? You need to do that because they're showing me you have a lot of outside influences, but you need to realize what you really want to do, okay? And the reason they want you to go down this path this week is they make me feel like they're slowing the energy down for you. So you are not going to be speeding up this week. It looks like even work sort of the stuff is either mundane or samey, like it's not different. And they show me that you need to they want you to sit back and actually focus on what makes you happy. Where do you want to be in 5 years? Who is it that you want to be with in 5 years? Are you taking actions to actually make that happen? Because they show me your manifestation, your dream is sitting right here. They show me you have a pathway and you're on the right path, but they do show me that you're sort of not paying attention. You're not thinking about how do I actually get to here. You're just wanting that, but you're not paying attention on how to do it, okay? So they do make me feel like this week you need to focus on that. The other thing is, nope, they don't tell me that's not your card. Okay. What else for my Cancers? Okay. Cancers. The other thing they want to talk to you about is it does make me feel like they want you to, you have someone that's at work or someone that's in your friend group, or it may even be in your relationship group, but they show me someone is going to be coming to you and asking you to do extra stuff. So I don't know if that's for people that one of the scenarios is they're showing me someone collecting information and do their taxes really fast. And their partner says, can you go and dig through the filing cabinet? And they're like, why didn't you do that? The thing is they show me don't do that. Don't fight with them. Just go and do it. And the reason is they actually have other stuff they're collecting and you need to do your part. You've been like, they show me you're sort of, this is not negative, but they do show me you're sort of been slacking and not picking up your side. Okay. So they show me that is something you need to work on this week. If your boss comes to you and says, hey, can you go through the calendar and make sure that all the meetings are correct on it? And you're like, isn't that George's job? And you're like, they're showing me don't do that because George is working on something totally different and they need you to do that right now. So don't be snarky. Don't be spicy. They're telling me just do it. Okay. Okay. They said not that. Okay. Last two cards for Cancers. My guides, when I do readings, they will actually tell me how the cards apply to you guys and if they apply at all. They'll pull extra cards out, but it doesn't mean that it applies to the reading. They'll tell me right off the bat it doesn't make sense. Okay? So, they want this card upside down, and the reason they want this card upside down is in this situation, they do show me that you are very up in your head. You're very focused on yourself. You're making things happen. Everything's going, you're seeing it through a different set of eyes. Everything seems to be moving forward. They're showing me this week for you guys, Cancers. This week is just one of those weeks that it's going to be like, ugh, I should have just went back to bed type week. And they're showing me it's not a bad week. You're going to get stuff done. It's just not the stuff you want to get done. Okay. So it's more like you're going to get the carpets washed in your house. You're going to go get the car lubed. You're going to run to the grocery store and buy all the groceries for the month. Whatever it is, it makes me feel like it's not something you want to get done or not something you enjoy doing, but it does need to be done. So they do show me that this week you are not manifesting so much. You're not thinking outside the box. You're following the normal routine. They're showing me it's like you have a checklist and you're following the checklist, and none of the stuff on the checklist is fun. So it's not like I'm going to get my nails done, or I'm going to go get a massage, or I want to run by and talk to my buddy at the bar. You're not going to be doing any of that. It's not that you don't. It just shows me that's not on the checklist and it doesn't need to be focused. Okay. They show me the other thing is this is going to be only for this week. They show me it's just a short period of time. So don't think that if you have to do this checklist, that this checklist is horrible and goes forever and ever and you're never going to get it done. You will get it done. They show me if you work really hard on it at the beginning of the week, they show me about Wednesday going into Thursday, everything's good for you and that you're able to move forward. So it does show me that if you work really hard at the beginning, then at the end of the week, you can actually get out and start doing more things that make you fun. Okay. If you, for a small group of you or something, they're showing me someone signing up for baseball or something or softball practice, and they show me you sitting there contemplating if you want to do it or not this year, even though you've done it in the past years or something, or you haven't, something like that. They show me you should do it. You should get out and sign up for the bowling league. You should get out and sign up for the baseball. If you are doing a marathon, then sign up with a friend for a marathon, okay? Something like that, because they show me you'll enjoy it. Okay, Cancers, like I told you last week, I'm going to honor or show a new set of Oracle decks or Oracle cards that I have. This is Oracle of the Fairies. Okay, they're really pretty. They're very springy, see them? Okay, what card for my Cancers are there? Okay, the card that they want is, protection. Okay, protection. See, the fairy, they keep wanting me to say fae. I work with the fae all the time. It's one of my people that I actually do work with are the fae. And so I call them fae because that's what they are. They have changed them or it's adapted into fairies. So if I mistake it, that's what's going on. See how you're the fairy in the middle and you have this protection ring or this group of people around you that are like your angels, your ancestors, your guiding light, whatever they are in your mind. They say the fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon a spiritual work. Okay? So make sure that before you do some meditations or you're doing something that like you're going to try to talk to your mom that's on the other side. Not that you shouldn't do that. You should always do that. I always encourage people to interact. But they show me, just make sure that you sort of say, I'm doing this with positive intentions. Like they show me just do something that's positive, okay? Don't do it with malice or negative. You won't get the right results. Okay, Cancers. The other thing we're going to do is Darth Vader. So think of a yes and no question. So think of your question. No. So I would say that is a no. That is not happening this week. That is not something you should be focused on. It shows me it's something that will happen, but not this week, okay? Now, Cancers, if you want a reading with myself, Perstephane Rose, or the other gifted psychics, please go down to the bio below. Otherwise, the information on which card decks I'm using or how to purchase your own Darth Vader is there too. Have a fantastic week.